welcome to my escape room. In this video, I'm going to have 3 people escape my escape room. First up is Gilderblade, who is also a senior mod on Mineorbs. Then is Cat King, or as their nickname is, Touchgrass. And then lastly is my brother, Charizard TGKK. The first 2 people to do it will not be in VC with me, but Charizard will. So you'll only hear Charizard and I all together. But for now, we're watching Gilderblade, trying to figure it out. As you see, I'm just pointing at the button while she's looking in the well. She doesn't appear to see it though. So for the first round is to find a button which will open an exit to the second room. I'm going to edit a bit in this video, as you'll see, because, well, it would be over an hour long. I'll also add the time it took for each person to complete it. And we'll have it like a leaderboard of first, second, and third. Room 2, basically, they have a redstone torch, and they're going to have to place it in the correct spot to escape. Each contestant gets 3 lives and 3 hints. If you're curious to why they get lives, you'll see in the next level. If they get more, I'll add a minute onto their time. And hints they only get 3 of. Room 3 is a lava maze, so they have to make jumps over lava in order to get to the exit. This level proves to be challenging for both Gilderblade and Touchgrass. As you just saw there, Gilder instantly died. I did not expect that to happen. I forgot that they took that much fall damage. I think Gilderblade is doing pretty good. I'm not sure if she gets the fastest time or not, but she flew through the first 2 rooms, at least compared to the other contestants. Also, the other contestants might look a bit shorter. That's because I'm editing it to get rid of a bunch of parts. Room 4. Room 4 is basically like a remake of Branzy's video where he kills his friends in the snow maze thing. Basically, I'm gonna have contestants walk across here in order to get to the fifth room. And there's pillars in the walls that can kill them. I sadly couldn't get the POVs of the contestants. Otherwise, I would have added them in. But we'll have... So in this maze, there's basically tripstone on the bottom. It doesn't do enough to kill you though. And then there's pillagers that can shoot you, and then there's the powered snow. I do hope that when they fall down there and they don't die, they're not using it as a cheat to see what the path is. The Gilder just made it there. This room is a pure black infinity room. The thing is, we were going to make it a pure blue map infinity room, not concrete. But turns out, since I'm on Bedrock Edition, I can't make a proper infinity room because it all glitches, and then you would have one part of the entire wall missing. So we decided to make it of black concrete to make it impossible to see, pretty much. Welcome to room 6. I'm in it because I fell by accident without even meaning to get through the passage. You're not going to see too much yet until Gilder comes down. And let's just say room 5 is my favorite. Room 6 is my favorite of all of them. Altogether, the escape room probably took about 2 weeks to make. Not consistent, but 2 weeks altogether. So this room is the Minotaur's maze. Basically, it's a real miniature maze that I made with a rounder called the Minotaur. It can either 2-shot you or 1-shot you. If it 2-shots you, it leaves you at 1 heart. This maze probably was the hardest room to make. I made this one nearly by myself. I had help with all the mining though. We were planning when we were making it to make it into a maze, but with a contraption where you have to shoot it, and then it opens the passageway, but it also lets the Minotaur out. But then we decided to get rid of it because it was just too big. Next is touch grass. In this one I sped up a lot, and of course you can't hear me because I was muted for this, and we weren't in a VC, so you can't hear touch grass either. But I had to stop myself from typing in chat and saying you've gone past it, you went past it, still close, because he went by it so many times. So did Charizard. I was having a hard time holding it in, not saying anything about it. I also have to tell every single person who plays this room that the button has to be on ground level because I have to hide the redstone. There's no way I'm going to be able to hide the redstone on the top of the tree to open a passageway on the ground. Unless I'm using some kind of high-tech redstone, which I don't understand. I'm honestly surprised I made this contraption. There we go. So Cat is now on second room. Also, sorry if I keep changing the name between Cat and Touchcraft. It's because the real player name is Cat King 2030. But then since they have an emerald rank, they can do /Nick, which is basically allows them to give themselves a nickname. And they gave themselves the nickname of Touchgrass. In here, Cat King basically wanted to place the torch on every single block. So I gave him a couple of hints. And he got it. Room 3, Lava Maze again. Cat King also, I think, had a bit of trouble on this. I gave him food, but it turns out he already had some. He's loud healing. As you see, Cat immediately goes the correct way and makes it over that lava first try, but then he fails on that jump. So he sadly died. And weirdly enough, it says he was killed by fireworks, which is weird because he died in lava. And he died there again. But then he made it past, and into the fourth room. For this room, basically for all of the rooms, I wanted to make custom music and texture packs, but since I'm on a phone and stuff, I'm not really sure how to. But I was thinking like a spooky kind of texture pack for the second and last level, and of course the 5th level. But then I wanted like a cool, like eerie, not really eerie, just texture packs for the players to wear while going through the maze. And then I also wanted custom music they could play, and even like custom instructions where it's like my voice telling what to do, but I don't really know how to do that stuff. Here, I told him not to jump, but he jumped anyways. We're not going to count that death because that's kind of my fault that they die. In here, I'm not really sure who gets out of this room fastest. I'm pretty sure Cat gets through like fairly fast. Like that was like 15-20 seconds and he was out. Gilder I think was at least a minute. And now Cat King's in the final room. And here I cut to the top where I watch him. And as you see, he's shifting around with his shield up so he doesn't get killed. Pretty smart play, in my opinion. Now let's see if he actually makes it. If he needs a hint, tell him to look up so that he can see the frog lights and then he can follow those. Some of them will lead him to dead ends, though. So what you're going to want to do is try and follow it and get the right way, if you're lucky. As you see, clearly nailed that and in fact way hasn't. But he went down and he has finished. Next up is Charizard. So, yeah, I don't really know what happened, but I guess the VCA cut out for a video, so you can't hear what's going on. But in here, I couldn't help but laughing a couple of times because Charizard went by the button so many times. It's not even funny. Here I sped it up a couple of times, a bit. And I think he was having trouble. Apparently he saw my decoy button on the tree and got confused by that. And then didn't seem to understand what he meant by the ground and stone. Hide the redstone off the and it's a stone button. Eventually he figured out it would be on the villager's house or on the well. All three of the contestants thought it was in the trapdoor area where the exit is, not really thinking it was at the villager house. They all found out eventually, obviously. But I think this room gave Charizard the hardest time. Well, let's see, he goes immediately through, and as you can see, I'm lagging here, so in the VC they said they were already down there when I was still coming down on my screen, and he was in front of me. Next, I get him to read the book, so which he reads, and then I get him to do the room like everyone else. Here, instead of doing the same approach Cat King did, he's more suspicious of all the corners and the pillars, or mounds of blocks. And after about 2 minutes of him being in here, he finally asks for a hint, and I tell him which block is there least stuff in this room. And he immediately turns to obsidian and starts placing all over the obsidian. Right here you can see that he's suspicious of the mounds of blocks I have. Those are more for distraction and decoration to hide the exit. Here you see him placing all over the obby. And here I think he's going to place it there, so I come down and then it turns out he doesn't. So I just wait and watch. And then he flies up there, because you can fly on Mineorb, which is very awesome, especially when you're a builder like me. He gets confused there. He breaks it, and he places it in the correct spot. Next up, the lava maze. I'm pretty sure Charizard does this room the fastest. Like, I'm not even watching. Like, I turn away for a couple of seconds, and he's already, like, through it. He dies once here, I think. See, death message is different. It said lava. He thought lava was a hot tub. Also, he passed it instantly, and he passed this one instantly. So he only got one death. So he got one death from lava room. So that's his first death he got. He still has 2 more deaths before I start adding on minutes. Here he fell, but he didn't die, which doesn't count as the death. I'm only counting it if he actually died. There he fell, so that's 2 deaths, as I'm explaining to him. There you saw me get hit by a pillager. The pillagers are actually kind of annoying. I'm explaining to another person that wants to play that he has 1 life left. And then my game legs here shows that he was there, but he was already telling me he was at the end. I told him not to jump down because he will die. And then I go down and teleport him to me. So he has 1 life left still. So he reads the book, and then in here, I guess I need to make the Minotaur's maze a bit dimmer, at least at the entrance, because Charizard tells me when he beats it, he only saw it because of the light. He only saw the exit because of the light coming from the Minotaur's maze. As you can see, I keep losing his name tag because it's so dark, and then he just falls down. And then I'm having trouble getting down. And he's down. Now he's in the final room, the Minotaur's maze. In here, let's just say he's in pretty tough slot, unless he's very quick. He starts going at me, and he's just beelining around for me because I'm lagging so bad, or it's him. And there I get hit by the Minotaur, and then I'm running because I don't want to die. But sadly, I'm lagging here, and I chase him, and I sadly died. If you see right here, this thing was lagging. And I die to the Minotaur. And right around here, he tells me that he got to the exit. So congrats to Charizard. He beat it. And now we're going to see who got the fastest time.